Hi, I'm Courtney Terry, and this is Arts Alive, a production of the Arts Alliance of Yamhill County. And my guest today is Jamie Howe, and we're here to talk about, I got so excited I reached across the table without even, we're here to talk about Crush, which is the new arts and culture publication from Visit McMinnville. And it's your sweet, precious, creative baby.
It is. Technically, I'm part of an amazing team that, kind of gave birth to this idea that we had just in the office one day, and we just kept talking about it and kept dreaming about it. And then we finally, when we found out we had the budget to make it happen, we put it on our work plan, and our first episode, which is what we call them, came out in May. Mm-hmm. And so currently we have 3 that we've published, and we've got a new one coming out actually tomorrow. Friday, the 29th of July. And that one will cover August stuff. Yes. So we're trying to get each episode out at the end of the month prior to when the calendar that we have in here, when the events are in there.
Right. For the upcoming month.
The upcoming month.
Which as we, and this is July's, and it's gorgeous. And my other favorite thing about this is it's bilingual, so you can flip it over, and the whole publication is in Spanish or English. And yeah, I mean, there's so much in here. There's so many cool things, but I love that it does, so tell me more about all the things that go on in here, because just looking through.
So there are so many things that I'm proud of with Crush. One, like you said, it is bilingual, and we're really excited about that. We've also got a comprehensive events calendar for McMinnville events.
Like this one.
So we try to make it as complete as possible. But we are, doing our best to scout for all of the events.
Yeah.
We definitely would love people to tell us about events that are happening so we can add them to the calendar. We've also got on the cover of each issue is art that is created by local or regional artists. Mm-hmm. So this was our first episode, and this is art done by Shantae Frisbee. Oh. She is she's a McMinnvillian. Mm-hmm. And then this one here was done by Tyler Siegel, and he is also a local. And finally, Jane Galletti made this one here. She works at Conservatory Bar as her, I want to say day job, but it's actually a night job. That's how I met her.
Yeah. Her evening job.
Also a local. Yeah. And it's just been amazing to meet these artists and find the talent that we have right here in our neighborhood. So all of our artists get paid for getting into Crush. We pay them a fair, what we believe is a fair price. Right. And the feedback that we've gotten has been really good from our artists.
Good, which is so important considering a lot of people are like, oh, you'll do art and you'll get cred. Mm-hmm. And it's so important to be able to support local artists. That's so cool. Visit McMinnville.
Yes. The articles inside, there are some that I have written, mm-hmm. but as editor of Crush, I want to get away from writing them and just, wrangling talent to write them for me.
Yes.
And sometimes that looks like me pitching a story to a writer that I think would be good. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, writers pitch stories to me. So I'm open to both of those methods of getting stories in Crush. But again, like the art, we also pay our writers to write for Crush. And sometimes if it's applicable, we'll amplify the stories in Crush on our online blog on visitmcminnville.com.
Cool.
So it's just extra exposure.
Yes. And I love the kids pages, to the kids corner pages. And the art there is by Katie Kula.
Yes.
And It's so much fun. And that's the thing. I love, like, really anybody can pick one up, anybody can learn something, and anybody can have fun with it. And so they are available. I've seen the boxes. They're really cool. I know there's one at Mac Market, outside Serendipity.
Yep.
Where else can folks grab a copy?
The other one that's out right now is outside of Flag and Wire.
Cool.
We have one more box that is going out somewhere. I'm crossing my fingers that the folks at Mini Super Hidalgo would like it to be outside of their storefronts. So I'm talking to them about it, and I hope that it's a good fit for that space because I think it would be really cool.
Yes.
So yes, you can find them in the newspaper boxes. They're also all around town in businesses and restaurants, at the public library.
Yes.
We've got them at the community center. We'll have them at Linfield once their school year starts back up again.
Fair
and
enough.
then at Chemeketa as well, along with many other places in town. So hopefully the bright art will catch your eye, and you'll see that it's something that's free for you to pick up, and you can check it out.
Yes. Well, and I love that not just in the magazine or the episode itself, but you made these little stickers of Tyler's.
Yes.
What's his last name?
Siegel.
Thank you. Tyler Siegel's
Yeah.
art. Which is just like, that's just another cool way. I can't imagine being a local artist and like seeing people walking around with like stickers of your art.
So this was kind of a special project. We
Yeah.
had a launch party celebrating Crush in the beginning of June, and so for that month, June's episode was Tyler's art. So we thought it would be really fun, and it was really easy because he had a digital piece that he submitted. So he was able to pull elements out of it, which are kind of peppered throughout the episode, which is really fun.
That is fun.
But also, we made stickers, and we'll probably do fun things like that in the future too. One thing I want to touch upon is our purpose for Crush. When we started out dreaming about creating it, what we wanted to do was we wanted to put out positive propaganda in our community, is what we call it. Of course, we want to be real. We know not everything is perfect in the world and in McMinnville, but we want to shine light on the good, fun, cool things happening here. And especially with arts and culture, we want to help, I don't know, get the word out about the things that are happening. One great example is I'm also on the board of directors at Gallery Theater, and it's crazy how many people tell me that they don't know we have a community theater here in McMinnville.
Oh, it's wonderful.
So, you know, we talk about those things in Crush, and then people can discover what's happening in their own community that they didn't even know. So we want to bring attention to those things, but we also are hoping by doing that it will encourage further growth in arts and culture. So I'm always wanting to hear about what's happening in McMinnville, what artists we need to get in touch with, what writers we need to get in touch with, and what we need to write about. Because I have lots of ideas, but I don't know if that's what you all want to read about.
As a community publication, it would be great to get some ideas and input from the community.
Yes.
And I mean, and it just really, there's so many different things that are covered in these articles. Like, there's really, it seems like there's no limit. Also, if you are I do really enjoy the horoscope sections at the back in both English and Spanish, if only because mine have been really good. I'm an Aries myself, and so in July it told me I should head over to the conservatory bar, and I did, and I had the best watermelon salad of my life.
And then you made your own watermelon salad the next week,
I did.
So
it really, honestly, like, it was my lucky day. It changed my life. Thank you, Crush.
So my colleague at Visit McMinnville, Kitchery, she's the one who writes the food horoscopes, and she comes up with ideas all month long, and she'll sometimes giggle to herself about her ideas. And I love what she comes up with. It's really fun. And of course, my colleagues also help me come up with ideas on what stories to pitch writers, and so it really is a team effort. We also always feature a local song of the month.
I just saw this just now. That's so
We've
cool.
got a little QR code that will
Right.
take you to a YouTube page or a Bandcamp page. I'm trying to stay away from subscription services like Spotify. So you get to hear what kind of music is being created by musicians here in McMinnville.
Cool.
And also regionally too.
Yes.
We'll feature stuff from Yamhill County as well.
Cool. And that's what the local song of the month is, No Patience by Ships to Row.
That's right.
So that's so cool. And I don't even know how many times I've looked through these magazines, and that was something I just noticed for the first time, which is the exciting part about it. And there's so many different art and stories. Oh, and now I'm like going back and being like, I know them. It's just, it really is local people and the places we love.
Yep. And this will always be evolving as the community starts to communicate with us more about what they want to see and what they feel like Crush needs. We do have our email address in there, and on the back page it's crush@visitmcminnville.com. And then also one thing I want to make sure I point out, Crush is printed at Oregon Lithoprint here in town. So that is another really great local partnership that we're fostering right now that we feel really good about.
Yeah. Well, supporting the local businesses, supporting local writers, supporting local artists, and then making all this really fun content for anybody who wants to find it in McMinnville. Like, I think that's just amazing. It's absolutely what this community, it's been needing something like this.
I agree. I kind of feel like I nabbed a dream job working with Visit McMinnville, and then getting to morph into this arts liaison, and I get to shine light on the cool things that are happening here, and it's the funnest. I'm so excited that I get to do this. So
yes,
I'm hoping in the coming months that Crush gets an online presence somewhere on our website. It's something we're working on. It might take a few months, but we'll definitely make some announcements when that happens. But in the meantime, this is strictly an analog publication in our digital world, which is so unusual nowadays, and it's exciting.
It is exciting. Well, and it's recyclable, so not completely analog. It is green.
True. And it is printed on paper that is recycled paper too. So,
oh, nice. See?
Or it has like some percentage of, I can't remember what they said, but we're doing what we can to minimalize that impact.
Thank you, Visit McMinnville. But so, as we mentioned, folks can find Crush at Mac Market, outside of Serendipity.
And Flag and Wire.
And then another one hopefully will be popping up in the community soon.
Yes.
And anyone who is interested in contributing writing, art, ideas.
We want to hear from you.
They want to hear from you. So crush@visitmcminnville.com.
That's right.
Oh, and yeah, I'm excited. There'll be a new episode out in just a few days.
Yes, and also if you post on social media about Crush and share pictures of it out in the wild, use hashtag #ReadCrush, we'll repost that on our stories too.
Oh, cool. So not quite analog. It's hip and cool.
Just a little bit weaving in and out of past and present.
Excellent. Jamie, thank you so much for coming on and sharing about Crush with me.
Thank you so much for having us, having me and Crush. My team is so excited to be here, and we're so excited to be in McMinnville.
Yes. Thank you. And thank you. This is Courtney Terry, and this has been Arts Alive.